Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dialing up a second down pass play. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most.
And he's running in the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And how about that for a cabaret 43-yard run for 6? Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving
A full dive to haul that one in. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays like, listen, you have swag.
Hits him in stride of the 10. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he'll just get rid of that one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I've got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Gets it out fast.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And stampeding through the defense. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
To the ground. He's got it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. South Carolina, 21. LSU, 14.
Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his target down the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting.
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If You like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it downfield. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Breaks the tackle. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gliding to the right, still. And the ball is picked off. the 40. There he goes. Got room on the return. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick six. What a costly penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Just buried it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, how did you make that move? They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Driving for the goal line, loose football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line, everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. What a missed opportunity for this offense.
Showing those sweet feet as he slips out to the 11. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll run the toss. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
He's got it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Sanders.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He'll throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. Lowers those pads. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people will do it. I mean, again, we see the breaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Locked in on the bounding ball and snagging it inside the 30. And the returner is stopped. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Defense calls a quick timeout there, perhaps a little confusion about what call they were in. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half. Say, listen, we're going to keep scoring.
Open runway ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it, it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Gets it past the marker. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 18 over UTSA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Powers forward. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
LSU 31.
He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll give it on the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun on third down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, jet sweep pass. Makes it past the marker. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
42, LSU, 39.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. He leaves it with his back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. LSU right back to the line. He'll try it again. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. The give. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both